Yo, what's going excuse me. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? What time it is? You know what time it is. I'm your gracious host 86. We are running behind. I had all kinds of technical difficulties. I'm running on emergency backup equipment right now. I'm on emergency backup equipment. So I don't know how well this is gonna turn out, but yeah, my regular equipment is not functioning the way it should. It took me a damn hour and a half to try to get it straightened out, and it doesn't look like it's working right now. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with it and see how this works. All right. So this is a Thursday night show for you guys that are tuning in. All right. So the issue is, right, we got anybody from the Telegram group who clicked that link that's not debating, please exit out. Y'all gonna slow the process up because I don't know again how good this this backup equipment is gonna work. So y'all don't slow up the internet. I mean, but yeah, Uno and Knowledgewell should be the only two clicking that link. All right, so I got Uno in here. Where Knowledgewell at, man? Where's Knowledgewell at? He said he was running a little late too, but that's just as well because I'm about 27 minutes. Nah, I think I'm about 21 minutes late. Maybe a little more than that. All right, Uno, it look like you still loading. There, okay. I got Mr. Allen in here. All right, Uno, I cannot see your picture, so I don't know what's going on with on your end. I don't know if it's me or you. It's choppy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like I'm trying to get this straight. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I can get this straight. Hold on a minute. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have the choppiness is just gonna have to be something we're gonna have to deal with because, like I said, I'm on backup equipment now. So instead of not having the show at all, we got to run on the backup generators basically. So that's where we at. So Uno, I need you to I can't see you, man. I can't see you. I see you in the back room, but your devices is not connected to something. I can't even load you up. Somebody said, hold on, let me see. Fred Mitchell. What up, Fred? What up, Stoic? Alfonso, what's good? Dia, what up? He wasn't ready. What's good with you? Atik, what up, man? ACOG. What's good, Native? It's choppy, but we can hear you clear. Go with cam off. I'm thinking about doing the cam off for this one, bro. I'm thinking about doing the cam off. He says the audio is crystal clear. So let me bring Knowledgewell on here real quick. What up, Knowledgewell? Can you hear me? No, Knowledgewell, can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you now. Yes, I can. Can you hear me well?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I can hear you. We're just waiting for Uno to show up. He's in the back room, but his device is there. It is. Okay, it must have did something weird to his connection too. I move this one out of the way and bring him in. There he is. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the best we can because this connection is not, again, it's not 100% on the up and up. But needless to say, we got both people here who wanted to drop bars. So what we're gonna do is, since Courtney was basically the one who called out Uno, Courtney will start off with
But hold on a second. Hold on. None of my people was able to see this on YouTube. What are we doing?
You said they can't see it on YouTube. What you mean?
Yeah, you didn't post this on YouTube. Some of my people wanted to watch this. How could other people watch this? It's not only going to be us three, is it?
No, we're on YouTube, bro. There's 28 people watching right now. Just copy the link and send it to whoever, and they can watch it. You know what I'm
saying? Now copy what? Hold on. Let me see how this goes on YouTube because I tried to look it up on YouTube. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so just take your time, man. We ain't got to start yet. Take your time.
Okay, I appreciate that because
absolutely.
I told I was looking at the previous joint. Hold on a second. Let me find where I'm at. Shit, did I take that YouTube off? Why did I do that? What did I do that for? I told him to do that.
You just copy the URL bar, I believe.
Hold on. When you say this copy the URL bar, that's only for StreamYard that you just sent me. Correct?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So shoot, man.
Okay, now here we go. I could do it now. Okay, so let me because my computer, I was trying to get us on the computer instead of my phone. So let me get this done this way. YouTube, so I could
somebody post a link in Telegram.
No, it's not. Somebody posted it. Yeah.
Somebody already did it. Yeah, it's already there.
Oh, somebody
the link
posted
is already there. Yep.
Okay.
All you gotta do is copy the link right in the Telegram.
Better. That's faster.
What's up?
I was gonna say if we absolutely need to, we can jump over to Knowledgewellmedia. I might have a better signal if that's an absolute necessity.
Okay. All right. How
So
y'all feel
this is
about
it.
that? Are
Okay,
we good
cool.
to go here, or y'all wanna take it over to Knowledge Wells channel?
So far, it's good
For
right
right
now. It's
now,
been
for
approved.
right now, yeah, for right now. But I'm glad that he has that option. That's great. That's great.
Okay.
That's great. But I could be here for this point, if y'all don't mind. That's my input, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
All
Cool.
right.
I would say let the people decide, because they got to deal with, what to be entertained by the information, and so if it's
Somebody has said turn the cameras off, but just go audio. How y'all feel about that?
I mean, that would be fine, except for I have to refer to, proofs and facts and things. How am I
Got
going
you.
to show? How am I going to show that?
Okay. All right. Yeah. So somebody said, nah, go ahead and rock out the way it is. All right. Tony said, fight. Yeah, we're gonna wait for U.N.O to get straight, and
All
when
right.
he's straight, we can if everybody's good, we can go ahead and yeah, I probably am the only one choppy, because like I
It's,
said, we're running off emergency equipment right now.
yeah. So I mean, maybe I don't know. I guess let's just try it out, and if it's choppy if you're the one choppy, maybe your video gets cut, and then you're just on audio until you chime in. Maybe, I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
something.
I might do that actually. Hold on, let me
And,
see.
and Uno, they keep saying it's frozen. So your video is frozen. Uno, can you talk?
You still there? Nah, he looked like they kicked him out.
All right. So it's your call. I can set up a quick link, and we can do it over at Knowledgewellmedia. It's your call.
Hold on, let me try to back myself out of it. Hold on.
Yo, they ain't kicked me out. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can
Yep.
hear you.
Yep. I can hear
Yeah,
you
yeah.
now.
I was just trying to get my people the link to be set out real quick. Let me finish sending a few of them out, please.
Okay.
Okay. I
Yeah, we
appreciate it.
gotta make sure we close any
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
in the background and all. Yeah.
yeah. I can still hear y'all while I'm doing that, but I guess y'all couldn't hear me.
Right.
1 second, please. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There we go. Okay.
I don't know if you want us to do introductions. Oh, he's still working on that. Okay.
Kaya.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
I can hear you. Courtney, you look like you frozen, bro.
Am I right now? Let's
Yeah.
see here. Okay. Um, I'm looking at the feed on my phone, monitoring it through my phone, and it doesn't show me as frozen.
It must just be me. I'm gonna go ahead and shut mine off then, and y'all can just go ahead and rock out. I'm gonna shut mine off though.
All right.
All right. Well, like I said, when you guys are ready, we can go ahead and begin.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. We had a little bit of time to get started. So
All right.
oh, just one more. Let me check one more person, please. So important, please. Just one more person. Give me 2 minutes. One more person, please.
Sure. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Make sure everybody got it here. Okay. All right. Send it. Yeah, I was trying to get my computer to work so I could be doing all this phone stuff on, outside of me, Can y'all still hear me?
I can. Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So now
Yeah,
that
meanwhile, everybody should be hitting that like button on the way in here, bro, while we getting set up. We should have 38 likes easy.
oh yeah, my people should be definitely hitting the like button. Islam Nobles.
Well, if everybody can hear me, I just want to first off give credit to where credit is due. A6 and Knowledgewellmedia has gone back. What do we go back? Maybe 2-3 years or so.
Yeah, we go back
appreciate-
almost 3 years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A6 is always, I always appreciate his platform. But I know he puts a lot of hard work in, I gotta say, because I know what it's been for me. And as far as I know, he's been doing it solo, and I've even tried to hire help to, so I know I know the struggle in providing great content like he does, and very accurate content and all that kind of thing. It takes a lot to comb through those videos, edit those things, and so kudos to you, A6, and your channel, and much success to you all the time, man. And I've always respected you and appreciated it. Thank you for this opportunity.
Appreciate it, man. Same. Likewise, man. Likewise. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from everybody, including you. And we here to educate and basically to set the record straight.
All right.
So that's why we on here, man. We here to educate and set the record straight. And I think there's gonna be a lot of good information exchanged between the two of you. I've heard both of you go off, and this is gonna be a good one. I just want to get my pop on, man. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Can you hear me?
All right. Yep. You let me know when you're ready. You said the name is Hugo, or that's the Hugo?
Hugo, UGO, Hugo.
Hugo. Okay.
All right, trying to figure out why my Bluetooth ain't working now. Why is it always doing something? Hold on 1 second. Let me get my Bluetooth on. All right. Let me get my Bluetooth on 1 second because I could hear.
It's got to be a retrograde or something, because ain't none of the electronics doing what they supposed to do, man.
Hey, how about that? That's why I was trying to get, started earlier. Not earlier, but, I was around the same time you was too. So, and then when these electronics don't come in and make us look real late, it's like the traffic, you know what I'm saying? You leave the house at your time, knowing you could get somewhere, but traffic makes you, deter your time. I got to leave 30 minutes early. All right, yo, I'm ready. Sorry about that. And listen, let me clear the table. Brother Knowledge, I'm going to call you. I was going to call you Courtney, but I guess I'm used to being attacked at this information. And tonight, if that's what it is, I would just properly refer us back to the fact that we're trying to enlighten everyone. And if there's proof that need to be proved, then that's not a problem. I do have students and all, but first of all, let me say that I appreciate the way you came on and addressed yourself and Knowledge. I'm sorry, and A6, and let other people know kind of your background. I just met A6 about a couple of months ago. Due to my busyness, I wasn't really in contact. But like I said before in the previous show, I met him when I watched his video. He's in our area, and I'm like, yo, we got to connect. It's too close. So, in the group chat that we have, I am very sensitive. I'm a Cancer, but not sensitive to cry like a baby. I'm sensitive to, respond. And so I responded in such a manner. I don't regret it. It's only prepped for certain situations that goes out of place. And I'm sure tonight you have time to clear up everything that you were initiating, wanted to find out. So before we got on, I was talking trash, talking about my erudition going to stimulate, your brain. And, that wasn't nothing serious. That was just a tee ha ha, you know what I'm saying? So with all due respect, you go first. I'll go after you. I believe the rules were 30 minutes.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
it's gonna be 30 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer. So let me go grab that right now. Sit tight.
All right.
Okay. And I guess it's on Knowledge Well, since he's the challenger and he basically wanted to see what was up. We're gonna put it on him first. So let's do that. 30 minutes. All right, man. Whatever you're ready, Knowledge Well.
All right. Just you started the time already?
Started the time, bro. It's on you.
Okay. All right. So let me just qualify everything that I'm about to state is going to be based upon the video that was broadcasted live on A6 Grand Times channel this past Sunday. So I have to refer back to there in order for everyone to have context on what I am questioning or raising a question about. Let me try actually to see if I can actually share so we can determine if this is going to work, because I'm referring to different parts in that live in order to make my argument. Okay, so let me see if this will work. I'll try to share a screen. I'm assuming I have that capability. We'll find out right now.
Yeah, you should be able to present.
All right, let's see. Can everybody see that? Or can you see that? What I'm sharing right now?
Looks like it's coming up.
All right. So
Can you hear that and see that?
No, I can't hear anything.
All right, I'm gonna play it for
Okay.
like a couple.
Tony just gave a thumbs up. Yo, give us a thumbs up if you guys can hear what he's playing.
where do we start at? I guess I want to do something like answer that dude's question. Who was?
Did everybody see and hear that? I just want to make sure going forward.
Yep, we could definitely hear it. I can't stand hearing my voice, but go ahead.
All right, so if everybody can hear and see that, I'll go ahead. If we got any issues, just let me know. I'm going to start the video review at 1 hour and 32 minutes and 53 seconds. And
Well, hold on now. Hold on. Before we do that, right? The whole thing was the whole thing is you explain your point, he explains his, and then y'all have a back and forth. I don't want to start off with, you know what I mean?
No. I'm so sorry. I just laughed because this is how I wanted it to be. I wanted him to be precise on the minute, the time, and the second of what he's talking about. This is how I teach my students. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A minute and 23 seconds in. So forgive me if you may hear me laugh, but I definitely will keep quiet.
okay, I believe we're still on my half-hour time. So I'm just going to go ahead and run the video, and I'll make the point based on what was said by. Forgive me.
Hugo was in a group chat talking about the. This is why I want to address that first real quick. Is a lot of times we go through these court systems and they taking advantage. We don't know how to look at the whole picture. To either of any of them should be looking at when that nigga take your name, whoever it is. I don't care if it's Albion or Nubian nigga. If that matter of fact, the legal definition of a police officer legally, Black Star Dictionary, is highwayman. So if y'all can take a look at it, that's the black.
All right. So first of all, hey Hugo, can maybe just mute and then until you click in. So the statement there was that the definition of police officer is a highwayman. Everybody heard that said. So I want to first just quickly hit that off because in my argument, the whole point was as I was listening to this, I was saying there were some things that just did not mesh up with the law and things that I have researched and studied, and that's why I'm bringing question. So let me just show that that is, in fact, not accurate, that there is no legal dictionary that states that police officer is a highwayman. So I'll just quickly show you that. Give me one moment here. Share screen right here. And I'm at the Britannica Dictionary. And here's what an actual highwayman is. Hopefully you can see this. Highwayman, a man especially in the past who stopped travelers on roads and robbed them. So very straight and to the point. So let's look at the definition of policeman, because this is what Hugo said the definition of a police officer is. So one moment here. So I'm looking through the Black's Law Dictionary. If you can see me scrolling, hopefully you can see me scrolling. You can see Black's Law Dictionary. There actually is no definition in Black's Law Dictionary here, okay, as I'm Googling for police officer. But I was wanting to be diligent in this, and the best thing I could come up with, they say Black's Law Dictionary, a cop. Okay, so let's look at here. Basically, it's saying that it's, hopefully you can read this. Just somebody just blur it out and let me know if you can't. A slang term, this is cop, used to describe a policeman or police officer. Let's go to another one here. Let's see. I'm not going to belabor this long because it's not really the crux of the issue, but I did want to establish that there's a bit of inconsistency in information that was shared there and inaccuracy. And that's what Knowledgewellmedia, my platform, specializes in. It is basically doing away with the disinformation and misinformation. My claim is not that that Hugo is intentionally trying to mislead anybody. Don't get me wrong. But accurate information is important, especially in our demographic, because there's so much misinformation out there. And so that's what, again, Knowledgewellmedia looks to do. But you can see for yourself, I'm not going to belabor this, that number one, and again, I hope this is showing up for you. This is what a highwayman is. And that he is incorrect in stating, and I'll play it one more time so you can hear it for yourself, that the definition of a police officer is a highwayman. One moment. Okay. All right. And we did take a look at it. And again, you can be the judge. That's what a debate is about, for the people to be the judge based on the information that's provided. But as I scrolled through most of the day today, all through Black's Law Dictionary, there is no definition that states that a police officer is a highwayman. A highwayman, if you look at the history, it clearly states that they were robbers, people that would wait on the side of the road and rob people. They were not law people, period. They had no constitutional or executive power from the from the Constitution or otherwise. We're just going to move on. That's not a larger point. We're going to move forward to 1:33, 1 hour, 33 minutes and 20 seconds. And let's hear what Hugo has to say there. All right, so the second assertion made there that I want to challenge is that the police do not have jurisdiction, or excuse me, probable cause to basically stop you or engage you. Okay, he didn't say those exact words, but he did say that they don't have probable cause. You heard it for yourself. So when I went and looked at police powers, I'll share that with you here. I think I'm still sharing my screen. If I'm not, please let me know.
They're saying it's frozen. That they can't see what you're sharing.
All right, they can't see what I am sharing.
Yeah, somebody said it was stuck on frozen on Highwayman.
Okay, I think I know what's wrong. Tell me if it fixes. I believe it will. Here, share screen. Let's see, and we'll go. All right, they should be able to see this now. Police powers. I can blow it up if necessary.
Can y'all see that? Everybody type 5 if you can see it in the chat. Put your 5s in the chat if you can see what he's putting in there.
It should be because I can see it on my monitor here, monitoring the feed. All right, so I'm going to keep going for sake of time. Police powers. Says police powers. Again, Hugo, please forgive me if I'm butchering your name, again stated that there is case law, which wasn't produced in at his assertion at the live, for one. For two, he stated that there is case law that police don't have probable cause, okay, basically to interact with you or pull you over, do whatever they do in their job. So here's the police powers. Police powers are the fundamental ability of a government to enact laws. Now, I want you to focus on the word fundamental, for one. To enact laws to coerce. They can even coerce its citizenry, okay, for the good of for the good public good, or for the public good, excuse me. Although the term eludes an exact definition, the term does not directly relate to the common connotation of police as officers charged with maintaining public order, but rather to broad governmental regulatory power. And there's case law for you right there. Berman v. Parker, okay? That's a Supreme Court case. It stated that public safety, public health, morality, peace and quiet, law and order are some of the more conspicuous examples of the traditional application of the police power. All right. While recognizing that an attempt to define police powers, reach or trace its outer limits is fruitless. It's a waste of your time, is what it's saying, to try to find the parameters of what the police powers are, because they're so expansive, they're so broad, they stretch in all aspects of society. It's fruitless to try to define it. That's what they're saying. That's how broad police powers are. Listen, the division of police power in the United States is delineated in the 10th Amendment, for your record so that you can go and check this, which states that the powers not delegated, check this out, that the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. Let me explain what that means. Give me one moment. That is, in the United States, the federal government does not hold a general police power, but may only act where the Constitution enumerates a power. That is telling you, and I believe that Hugo had actually spoke on this, the separation of powers and how significant they are. What this is just telling us is that the states are sovereign themselves. They are individual sovereign states. They are the ones that basically have the police working at their behest. So to state again that there is case law to the contrary to what you just saw there, which is actually in real life Supreme Court precedent, right? To state that there is something alternative to what you just saw would be a legal fallacy. And secondly, they do have probable cause because they are acting within their grant from the state power that is a sovereign. You know yourself, you can't even sue the state. Really, they have sovereign immunity. So how are you going to say that their police force has no, what was the term? Probable cause. to stop you, to arrest you, to do what their job. That's under the police powers. All right, for sake of time, I'm gonna move on and save that for arguments later. The next point that was stated is at 1 hour 33 minutes 42 seconds. And hopefully we will have a chance to exchange on this point, because I more want to hear it developed. But okay, so let me fast forward here, right here. Okay, again, and this is replete through the live from this past Sunday. There's a lot of accusations, allegations, and claims that are being made by Hugo, and I just don't find there to be any political, any what I call legally protectable interests or rights in those assertions that he's making. There's no law that legitimately backs it up. Not that I have found, and hopefully that argument will be made on the other side if there are in fact case law facts to back up what his assertions were. But to say that the prosecutor cannot give they're not supposed to give testimony. He is correct in stating that. But because it's a dead man's estate, and he mentioned the Maryland Rule 9-116. Speaking of the competency rule, it seems to me that he's conflating and commingling two separate ideals. And so, again, I want to allow him to develop that and maybe throw that back at me, and we'll see what he actually, maybe I'm misunderstanding him, but I would definitely like to hear his argument on that. But I'll move forward for the sake of time. We're going forward to 143, and hopefully he is writing these down so he knows to answer, but I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's a professional. So 1 hour 43 moving forward, and we're going to, here we go. And it looks like we're buffering perhaps, I'm not sure, let's see. Oh, A6, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Okay, I just got a message that they're saying that they can't hear the video when it's playing. Are you hearing the video?
I can't hear the video. I can hear you.
No. I mean, so all this time I've been playing the video, you can't hear it?
No.
Oh, because I was playing pieces of the live from Sunday. I thought you would be able to hear it. Let me stop here. Hold on real quick. Yeah.
Did you try to share the video? Why don't you just play it on your phone and the microphone?
That's probably what I was doing. I probably was not, because I was too busy sharing the other files. Okay, let's get on it. 143-23. Thank you for catching that. Let's see. Tell me if you can hear this.
Taxes.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but listen, Pete Game though. Article 7 of the United States Code, subsection 136, parentheses, lowercase d, states that United States citizens are animals.
All right. Another, what I would characterize as a misunderstanding, or, I don't think that Hugo is intentionally trying to deceive anybody or whatever. I just think that maybe not to discredit his ability to read or comprehend. That's not what I'm doing. This is my argument, right? So I'm saying that I think there's a misconception here. And so I want to show you where that misconception is. Again, you heard him say that 7 USC or USC 7, the US code, subsection 136, lowercase d, states that U.S. citizens are animals. That is wholly incorrect, and you're going to see for yourself that that is not what it says. One moment here, I'll pull it up. Let me share. All right, so we are at Cornell Law. Again, let me know if you cannot see this. We are at Cornell Law, and let me just show where we're at. 7.
Put your 5s up if you can see the Cornell Law text that he's sharing. 5s in the chat if you can see it.
Thank you. All right, I got 5s. Great, great. All right, so if you look here, we are at Cornell Law, pretty reputable site, right? The Legal Information Institute. And you can see here, 7 U.S.C. Section 136, which is what he stated. And we are going down to lowercase d. Here's B, here's C, and here is D. Okay? Again, his allegation was that this particular code says that United States citizens, you heard it for yourself, are animals. You can clearly see here that this is defining animal, and it says the term animal means all vertebrae, and invertebrate species, including but not limited to man and other mammals, birds, fish, and shellfish. I don't want to necessarily nitpick at things, okay? But as I was listening to the live, I was saying to myself, he's very articulate. I appreciate any young Black man, right, that is putting their nose in the books. I'd rather all of us be doing that than, So for that, I give him credit, for his diligence. I could tell he's educated, but I've taken the onus upon myself to work against disinformation and misinformation, because I've spent so many years helping people who were damaged by misinformation and disinformation, whether they did it intentionally or not. And so this is my platform. This is what I do. And that's what I'm presenting to you today. This is my argument. This type of stuff, somebody else is going to take that misinformation, thinking that that United States citizens, that the code actually says United States citizens means you're an animal. And they're going to take that and run with it and build a whole new religion off of that. Okay? And that you know what happens after that. We've all been subject to misinformation, thinking that there's a Treasury direct account that we can tap into. We know what happens. And this is where this whole sovereign citizen thing came from, right? And now we all got a black eye because someone didn't do deeper research. This is all I'm saying. So clearly it does not say that United States citizens are animals. You can see it clearly for yourself. So the statement was wrong, and we want to correct the record. That's why A6 has put this up, so that we can hash these details out, and that's all we're doing. So I'll move forward to 1 hour, 59 minutes and 33 seconds. And I'll play this. I won't forget to share it. One moment. Just give me a moment here. All right, here we go.
Ononaku Ali was driving or traveling. That's how I beat the United States Park Police and that shit. An undercover hit me. That's how I got into an accident on the parkway.
Damn.
So I think the undercover was following me.
Shit. That's crazy. Yeah. So how do you feel about people doing constitutional challenges to that case?
The thing is, we don't have a contract with that Constitution. The thing is, we're supposed to use the Constitution to hold them in place because they have a contract with the Constitution.
All right, let me back that up so that you can clearly
have a contract with that Constitution. The thing is, we don't have a contract with that Constitution.
All right, so you heard it several times here. I replayed it and replayed it so that you can clearly hear that his assertion, allegation, and claim is that we, by that, I'll let him define who we is. But in my understanding, I was taking that as, you know, the citizenry or United States citizen or American national, whatever you want, but you're living here, right? So he's saying we don't have a contract to or with the United States Constitution. Again, this is an allegation, a claim that is unfounded, and it's plainly not true. And I'm going to demonstrate how, in fact, we do have a contract. It's actually known as a social compact with that founding document. We actually do. Let me just state for the record that in 1857, there was a landmark case known as the Dred Scott case. All right. And Dred Scott, this is a Missouri case. And basically, he attempted to sue his slave owner because he had gone from the South and they migrated up here. And so into the Midwest North, up north, right? And so he felt, because of the North had allegedly outlawed slavery. So when he got here, he's like, man, woo, you know, I'm free now, right? And so sure enough, he tried to assert what he thought and perceived to be freedom and found out from the federal courts, hey, you're not free up here because you're not even considered a United States citizen. The founding fathers never wrote you or your kind into the founding document. So you have no, listen to this phrase, you're going to hear this a lot from me, legally protectable interest. You don't have grounds to stand on or any standing or any status when it comes to the instrumentalities of the United States. You just don't. You weren't intended to be there. Okay, and so with that being said, so let me just fast forward from 1857, 11 years later, in 1868, you have what's known as the 14th Amendment. Everything changed. I should say, let me reverse and say 1865, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, right? Open the floodgates, right? So now people like Dred Scott, African Americans, Negro slaves, whatever, could now be recognized as United States citizens as of 1868 because they created the U.S. person. All persons born or naturalized are now going to be citizens. So to say that you don't have a contract is clearly erroneous, because what is citizenship? Why do you think you go through the process, an application process, wherein you receive benefits? It's a quid pro quo. You get something, but you also lose something. And those are called the duties and obligations of citizenship. It's a quid pro quo. It's a contract by definition. Offer, acceptance, you accepted citizenship. They offered it to you, right? And you got value in exchange. That's contract. So there is a contract. Let me show you real quick. Let me share. All right. You should be able to see this here. And we're back at Cornell Law. And we're looking at citizenship. Citizen. What is a citizen? It says a citizen is a person who, by place of birth, nationality of one or both parents, or naturalization, is granted full rights and responsibilities as a member. See, as a citizen, you are construed as a member. Therefore, you follow our policies, our guidelines, our structure, and what you will have will grant you these things called civil rights. No, they're not the same thing as natural rights. You're right, but they are granted to you civil rights, through which you can contract, you can get married, and they'll recognize your marriage. All of those are civil rights, civil liberties, political rights. You can vote, you can participate in the government. You only get those by entering into the agreement with the United States and with the state in which you reside. That, by definition, is what I'm going to show you here. Here it is. This is what it is. Let me share it. Hold on. It's called a social contract. What is a social contract? Hopefully you can see this. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here's the definition of a social contract. We are at Random House Kernan's Webster's College Dictionary 2010. And look what it says. We don't got to make this difficult. The agreement among individuals by which society becomes organized and invested with the right to secure mutual protection and welfare. Let's look at another one. What's a social contract?
That's time, Courtney.
All right, very good.
That's time, son. All right. So Courtney just laid down some bars, and he had a lot of challenges to what Hugo was saying. He had his 30 minutes, and now I would say whatever ammo you got left over, go ahead and save that, because you can after he goes with his half an hour, you can go ahead and ask him questions. Y'all gonna be going head to head with no gloves. I mean, ain't no mute. I'm gonna be out of it. Y'all can just go at it. All right. I'm gonna mute out Courtney, and now it is Hugo's turn to defend. All right, Hugo, go ahead, rock off, man.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Put
All
your
right,
fives up if you can hear Hugo in the chat. Put your fives up if you can hear Hugo. Drop the fives.
All right,
Drop the fives. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start your time.
Hold on, not yet. I'm trying to get my phone charging. 1 second. I think I saw in the chat earlier somebody said Hugo running or some shit. Man, motherfucker.
Like, ignore that, shit. Man. Just go ahead and just go. Let's stay focused on this joint.
Indeed. Let me get my phone charging. 1 second, bro. So our joint won't cut off on me while I'm doing this. All right, that's on. All right, there we go. I gotta keep this thing on. Gosh, I might just plug it up this way. All right, bet. So, all right, so let's start with this first. You know, when we were in the group chat, I asked the gentleman. Well, let me not call him gentleman because I know what the etymology of gentleman is. I asked.
Oh, are we starting your time? Are we starting your time now?
Yes, we're on my time.
All right, bet. Go ahead, rock off, man.
I asked the young king, did he have a driver's license? And I asked him I was trying to ask him a few questions. The reason why is because when somebody is when people are talking, they only advocate to what they do for themselves or you know, out to society. You know, it's like if you're eating dirty food with a dirty hand and you're going to offer that dirty hand to somebody else, you know, so you're not going to sit there and specially clean your hand and under your nails just to feed somebody or their child. You're going to give them that dirty hand that you especially gave yourself, right? Now, let's start with what he first talked about. From what I remember, he ran down the whole list of the show. So I think I'm going to go off, you know, the paperwork, what he said in my head from what I remember. Introduction. First of all, as I was talking, I clearly did say that the police are highwaymen. The definition does not say the police are highwaymen. Their actions prove that they are highwaymen. It's just like me. If I say I'm noble, I'm respectful. You know, you're supposed noble means you know, that you're you know, you carry yourself to a certain level. So you're not going to be expecting me to do a brother polite or whoever else who's playing with children. You know what I'm talking about? And lying to people. You're not expecting me to bring these type of trifling lies or paperwork to our community. So, you know, when I tell you that the police is highwaymen by all beliefs, open your motherfucking ears and understand that they are highwaymen by actions. So like when I went into the courtroom in PG County, like I told the judge, yes, your police officers that you call police officers are actually acting as highwaymen. And I went into Black's Law Dictionary, the 5th edition, because the 5th edition has it. Now, I don't have access to pull it up on the screen, but I'll leave it up to those who are doing it. Make sure y'all take notes so nobody will come up question me again. And I'm going to be real clear and real articulate this time. And this is a favor that I'm doing because my donations hourly are normally about 150 to 200 an hour. But I'm giving it to y'all because somebody's trying to call me out. But all the time, I'm not going to accept call outs. The definition of a highwayman is someone that sits on the side of the road trying to rob people. Now, if you're on bicycles or if you're walking, police officer, and you apprehend somebody, then your motherfucking ass is a footpad, like I said, by action. Let me ask you a question. If a police officer is walking by you and he respectfully don't say nothing and he helping out and he's a part of the community and he respectful, that's him doing his job. But then yet they got case law that says the police owe no liability to the public, to its citizens, only to the corporation. And this is case law. Now I have it written down. I gotta pull it. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna pull it too when I get a second. So anyway, now another thing. Again, the highwayman, the definition is someone who sits on the side of the road trying to rob people who are traveling. And then they also got the Oxford English Dictionary that I put in my own document of a highwayman and how it describes policemen and a highwayman. Matter of fact, let me pull, because I can't even share it with y'all. But so again, I'm calling the policeman a highwayman by definition of their motherfucking actions. And when you're in court, it's your job to prove that they were that definition or what you're accusing them of. See, it's a different type of talk when you sit up there and said, oh, they pulled me over for nothing. No, you let them know that they has kidnapped you because they had no probable cause. Now, the case law that Maryland has about probable cause, let's jump to that real quick, is Brady versus Maryland, I believe. And I got another one. So when you go to Brady versus Maryland, or even if you even put into Google or something about case law for probable cause, you search and you'll find and see that the police are not supposed to pull you over tags. And this is to the citizens too, because as soon as they pull you over, they're starting a monetary transaction with you. So again, I asked him these questions earlier because I'm trying to see if he's gullible or capitulating to these casted authorities that no one does research over except for those who are in this movement. So no, I'm not teaching nobody nothing. And let me explain something else. I don't educate, I give erudition. One of the definitions of education is the rearing of an animal. That's one of the definitions. So I'm not an animal to be reared at all. Let's go ahead and jump to that motherfucking definition of United States Code that says that humans are animals. You read it. It says that the humans are animals. My reading is fine. The definition, the etymology of reading is to comprehend. So when you look at that word and it says that definition, that United States considered humans, animals, and any vertebrates, that because they say that we all breathe and have a form of breathing, whether you're a plant, whatever it is. Nah, bitch, nigga, I ain't no animal, like I said. Now, again, so he claimed that he's trying to help people disseminate between the disinformation of the erudition or education, erudition versus education. So let's see. He called me black, which none of us are black. Now, the only time I use black when I'm on the block, and I don't even say it. When my homeboys call me black, I let them know I'm not black. So replay that shit, rewind it. The legal definition, etymology of black is pale. So I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, we don't want to talk in semantics. Fuck that, I talk by definition. Consanguinity, the legal definition of consanguinity is your blood rights in law. So my blood rights don't fucking conjure that I'm fucking black and nobody else is neither, because our ancestors, which is consanguinity, that's our blood rights in law. You know what I'm talking about? Our ancestors didn't call themselves that. It's only a modern terminology, but it's no problem. I address you as king or Nubian. That's no problem. So let's go ahead and jump something else. Probable cause. The police has no probable cause to pull you over whether you got dead tags, no tags at all, because it's all commerce. When you get your car registered, as I told you, on the IRS form 1099, on its instructions, it said anything over $11 should be reported to the IRS. So all you fucking citizens get offended over that. All you weak ass fucking capitulating citizens, wards of state, that's fucking right. They're running your shit, and every time they run your shit, your name that you get offended for in all capital, which he referred to, which is your estate, because the appellation is different from a name. A name is for a person, place, or thing. And when you look up the etymology and the definition of all these words, you find out that you're not a person, that a person is really a taxpayer. And when did the word come about? So that's why we look at the etymology, because the etymology could tell us how far back the word was used and when it came about. So all these has something to deal with a tax. So if you don't know how to properly audit your administrator, your public servants that you look up to, they're going to tax that ass. Now, like I said before, yes, Title 7, subsection 136 just say that this citizens are animals. And Dred Scott is the reason why that it proves that you're nothing but a fucking 14th Amendment citizen, and that's as far as it gets, because the Constitution don't protect you for anything else much. The Constitution ain't like you said, the Constitution wasn't given to Dred Scott. It's not for him, but the 14th Amendment. And that only makes you a citizen, whatever 3/4 or whatever the fuck else your ass want to be left with. So let's clarify. And let's also state this here. It says that the state does not conduct. I'm sorry, I was writing fast, so I couldn't read it properly. The state does not conduct, the state does not control one's conduct. Let me go ahead and find that case law, because this is really important. Yo, this you don't have to contract with the state. When you were born, you didn't tell the state that you want a contract. They did that on their own initiatives to give you that birth certificate and social. So that's part of your interest because it has your name on it. So if you sit there and get all your names in estate and property in order, you have an interest. See, there are accounting methods that we don't even know about. This is why we could sit up here and have these conversations, because we don't know what our public servants' responsibility is as them doing business with us. They're supposed to file with the IRS each one of the stuff that they do that's over any transaction that's over $11. So think about it, a police officer is sitting up there writing you a ticket. He gets paid more than $11 an hour. As soon as he puts your name on the ticket, they have to transfer it to their whatever financial department, and then they transfer it to the court. So this whole thing is what the IRS calls the ultimate valuation under the carryover basis under Title 26, subsection 2032A. Now, the reason why the United States, that title subsection, United States Code Title 7, subsection 136, parentheses, lowercase d, is so important because what's her name? Jacqueline H. Whittaker is the head bitch for the IRS capital, because from slavery, it went to chattel. It went to chattel slavery. But then it went to the social and the birth certificate. And what they promulgate that your family and your folks is going to be all into. All the transactions that your business is going to come into, your family name is going to come into. Let me see what else he spoke about so I can address real quick. Yeah, so this Dred Scott case proved that Dred Scott had nothing to do with the Constitution. That the only thing he had was, at best, the 14th Amendment citizen part. So hold on a second, because I wanted to really tackle on some things that he said. You know, it's really different when somebody's talking, you want to interrupt them and stop and be like, hold the fuck up. But so we got Brady versus Maryland. We got United States Code for the animal part. So again, when you're a citizen, a ward of state, listen, they got a video out where the congressman is talking to a Judge Scully. And the congressman is telling Judge Scully that if he has a dog farm, whatever rules that he make, the people within that contract or that dog farm or his jurisdiction got to follow the rules. Who the fuck you think he talking about? And not only that, you have a choice as to who you contract with, but again, it depends on your status. Let me make sure I get that. Your status is so important that it really controls this whole conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Your status. If somebody like what C. Allen or, you know, Noble Sir Scott is promulgating, then you realize that someone is trying to take your rights away. When you go his way, you have no rights. You only got statutes and regulations. When you have a foreign trust, they can't use those statutes and regulations because the Congress is outside of that. Congress can't touch that. It has nothing to do with commerce under minimum contact. Now, I'm going to get on separation powers. I heard him mention that also. But your trust is foreign. Prove to me where your trust is not when you got a fucking EIN number, whether you're born here or not. Give a fuck about you being born here. We already talked about United States as a corporation. He pulled up the code last time. How the fuck can McDonald's tell you how and what to do with your freedom as long as you're not injuring no one else or entering in their interstate commerce, which they got control over, which Congress got control over? Do you know that your trust is protected federally? Like all this shit that he's talking, the codes and all that shit don't even touch your trust because it's federally protected. You're not governed by no statutes, codes, or regulations. The Constitution protects that Article 1, Section 10. The only reason why I'm bringing up the IRS is because when you deal with your public servants, you got to audit them. You got to file them taxes because that keeps them in line with their transaction. It keeps everybody honest, clean hands method. So let me make sure I answered those questions. What else? Y'all tell me what else did I not answer? What else did he fuck up with? Y'all put that in the group chat so I can answer that shit real quick. What else disturbed y'all? You know what I'm talking about? We talking about foreign, we're talking about nationality. When you go from your name, the definition of a name, to your motherfucking appellation. We're not squandering with no citizenship. We don't rock like that anyway at all. No matter where we go. You know what I'm talking about? Those who knows right for real. Our teachers is worse than me. Our teachers will burn his ass. No disrespect. My teachers will burn. Yusuf El will burn your ass up. There'll be nothing left of you. Jonah Bay will burn your ass up. Nothing left of you. Nothing left of you. The courts will burn your ass up. They will fleece you. So after you run from the wolf and run to the shepherd thinking that he gonna save you, that nigga's gonna fleece you. You know what I'm talking about? Bye, black sheep. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna fleece your ass. We don't get fleeced here. We don't capitulate. Our nationality proves that we don't fucking capitulate. And mind you, y'all, with all due respect, y'all, I got case law for all this shit that I'm talking about. I come into the courtroom. Look, he said Maryland Rule 9-116, right? Talking about competency to testify. They got a case law on that you can't come in there and give testimony on the fucking dead man's estate. What the fuck is your all capital name? Now, mind you, I'm not yelling at homie. I'm just talking to everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Like I tell you, your arms are too short to fucking box with God. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, stop capitulating. We got children. We got sons to raise. I hope the brother ain't got no children, no disrespect, because I know he ain't teaching them to compete. I'll be a mad motherfucker like I told my father, who the fuck do you think you are to teach me this bullshit while there's righteous way for us to be fucking living? Our culture don't dictate this bullshit. Fuck you talking about? What other case law y'all want? I got court cases where the judge ran off the bench. My brother was there. Fuck is you talking about? What can a citizen tell me that their ignorant ass haven't even read it? They don't even know the definition of the word reading, but they're trying to sit here and exchange with me. This is why I said I need to get fucking donated to for this fucking very exchange, because I'm teaching. I'm going back over defining this shit, and only a teacher gets fucking paid for this shit. I'm not one of these fucking YouTubers that do this shit for free. I toast niggas for a living. I offend niggas. That's why I stay strapped. And I'm staying on YouTube. I've been strapped before I knew trust law. Because I carry shit. Don't come at me talking that shit, that ignorant shit, because you eat scrapple and I can't eat that shit and ain't trying to. Don't bring that shit to my fucking table. The fuck else are you gonna say about what the fuck I said? Because I stand on everything I said. I clarified it. Police, to highwaymen, to fucking pull over procedure. Go ahead, capitulate and let these sucker ass niggas pull you over for monetary value. Oh yeah, he let me go. He just gave me some tickets. Oh no, I'm gonna pay the fine. I beat my cases. They get the fuck out of there. They drop cases with my sovereign ass, and don't ever let a sucker ass nigga call you sovereign citizen, because that's like saying you're a faggy and you're a man. Or you're faggy, but you're not gay. That's a contradiction. Sovereignty is of kingship. A citizen is those who bow down. You take them back shots. You know what I'm talking about? Won't take no back shots over here. Yeah, okay. All right. Fuck with me. Go ahead. My time is up. What else you got to say? Let me write some more notes down from the next dissertation. What's good? What is it time for us to go back and forth? Listen, when we go back and forth, I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be calm and respectful. I'm just hyped right now because this is how I am. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Don't bring your public servants. None of y'all motherfuckers better not step to my face with that bullshit, because the time you finish, you'll be financially fucked fucking with me. Listen, you want to play games? Let me go ahead and bring out the artist so you can look up the codes that go ahead and bring the motherfucking Fair Trade Commission and the chief of police to do investigation on their own fucking public servant, so you could dig into that and read that and deny that. You know what I'm talking about? Hold up, let me find that shit. Go ahead. I'm ready. Go ahead. I'll tell you those codes. Fuck we talking about here. I'm a teacher. I burn shit. Capitulators. How many car notes y'all niggas got? How many house notes y'all niggas got? How many y'all know that when you sign a fucking mortgage, that's a dead pledge? Fuck you talking about? Ain't that part of your estate? You're not fucking the gear, or can't you fucking read? That's the problem. Half of y'all motherfuckers don't read. It's like Yusuf L. I act just like my fucking teachers, man. Fuck you talking about? Motherfuckers don't read. They're waiting and listening for a motherfucker to talk that shit, but they're not willing to fucking read. The fuck out of here. Let me find that paper that's in the fucking United States Code, Title 15, that delineates that these motherfuckers got to do an audit on their own people. Make these niggas turn on themselves and start eating their own stomachs out. Fuck is you talking about? Go ahead, before I go the fuck off in this bitch. Go ahead. Shit. I'm on line 2 lunching. Go ahead, man.
All right. My man just got off. All right. He got off real quick. Okay, so we heard both sides. Both sides had some very interesting points. Okay. You know, Courtney was real technical with his, very calm and laid back and strategic. And Hugo came with that energy, and he pretty much answered. I think it was most of the things that Courtney has said. I'm not sure it was everything though. But now it is time for the head-to-head. So this is the part where I back my happy ass out completely and let these two rhinoceroses headbutt each other. All right, here comes the mutes coming off.
All right. Let's all take a breath and sip some water and a beer, perhaps.
I have some watermelon.
All right. So Just to get started, in response to your very passionate and aggressive reply. But I just have to say, this is a debate, and
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a crush off. No disrespect. This is a crush off, Noble Allen. All due respect, I respect you, and I'm gonna stay calm. I'm gonna keep my voice calm. This is a crush off. This is not a debate.
all right.
This is not up for debate. The information is there. This is not up for debate.
Okay, so it was my understanding we're having a debate. So you have the right to call it whatever you want to. But let me just state this: the difference between an argument and a debate is an argument. No one's ever wrong. People are just arguing to be heard. A debate, however, is basically a gentleman's game, tennis match, right? Just like in court, you back and forth, and both. It's not me that wins. It's not you that wins. It's the people that win when they get proper information that side A and side B are able to work out and present their facts, right? And so that the people win, they walk away, they got something that they can actually go and do something with. And that's all I care about. Man, you might be 6'8". I'm 5'9". You might be at a stump mud hole in me. So I'm not here to,
we not there. We're not there.
Well,
I'm not proposing that. I'm not tossing that. This ain't the platform. We see each other. I'm hoping that you will do better in the future with what you bring out. But it's no offense. It's okay. No problem. It's people that need your help. So if you learn something, you could probably teach them too. So we're coming with peace, love, and respect.
All right. Okay. All I was trying to say, I was just trying to make a point. Not that you are actually at me like that. I was just making a point that, okay, so let's just move on. All right. So for all intents and purposes of the purpose of what we are doing here, your responses, you tried to clean them up a little bit, but the fact of the matter is, I can only go off of you. I'm only challenging what you alleged on the live. And so I'm holding you to your word as an educator. Okay. I'm not going off into semantics. I'm not, in fact, I purposely replayed your own words so that everybody could hear what you said. And you clearly said that the legal definition of police officer, you even went as far as to say in the Black's Law Dictionary, you said that. And so all I did was challenge that because I said, I can't find that. Okay, so I know what a highwayman is, but a police officer, that is not the definition of a police officer.
No disrespect, brother. No disrespect, brother. You was being kind of petty, and that was I don't mean disrespectful, petty, but you was actually being it was petty in such a way it was moots, like it was de minimis for real. It had no meaning. It had no fraction because everybody know what the definition of a policeman is. And clearly I jumbled my words because I was talking fast with what I was saying. And what I really meant to say was a policeman through their actions are highwaymen. When you go into court and you're trying to prove that somebody did something, you're better off explaining that through legalese. So if their actions were assault or genocide, you will look up United States Code, which one goes to assault. Title 18 are mostly sufficient for these. You'll look up through Title 18, look at that index in Title 18 and see which subject of their actions is exactly telling in what you're going to put in your treatise to.
But what did you say?
And so what I said is a policeman is a highwayman.
No, that's the definition.
Okay, but that's fine. Well, that's fine. If you took that to run with it, then maybe my words mistakenly baited you in. But the truth is, when you look at a highwayman and you're in this movement, you will automatically know what I'm talking about, that I meant that their behaviors are of a highwayman. And that's what I teach. And that's what I have in my treatise and my writs. When I go into court, that's exactly what it says. And it states the Old English Oxford Dictionary about what a highwayman is and how it relates to what police and other criminal motherfucking nefarious people were doing. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I
So-
put that in my. Go ahead.
Again, can you just submit for the record that you said it, right? You said it, and maybe it was incorrect information. That's all I'm concerned about.
Well, that was your miscorrect information because what I said equals exactly what it says.
Okay.
So
I'll let the people be the judge on that. I mean, they heard you say it, but
all right. So listen, real quick, everybody in the group chat, do you think I fucked up on that policeman, or do you think that it was just like I said? One, if I fucked up, or two, if it was just like I said. If y'all could put that in the group chat real quick. One, if I fucked that up, if I was wrong, if Hugo was wrong, or two, if I was correct at what I said, because I didn't change what I said. I didn't rebut what I said. Y'all have time to put that in the group chat? All right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. So I guess each one of the points that.
One more thing. We also got to do animal too, but I'm sure we're getting there. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So all the points that I made, basically, I will take it that you're probably going to say the same thing about those. My point is that when someone, let's say, that is there to learn, to be educated properly, accurately, when they get information like this and they like your personality, as some people are saying in the comment section, they like your personality and they trust you. I have dealt with people for years now that have brought me packets, documents, all kinds of stuff from other people that they learned under.
Well, guess what? But guess what, brother?
Can I finish?
Guess what, brother? Okay. Can I say this real quick? Why don't you audit me? Why don't you audit my transactions? Why don't you get to know us so you can audit us and so that you can advocate to the people, those who are really telling the truth? Because my cases and my interaction with the people tells different. And what I stand for. Listen, this shit that I'm talking is not something off. Go ahead. You were talking. Go ahead.
All right. So you did say that the United States citizens are animals. You said that you can show that that there is. You went to the 7 USC, the United States Code, and you claim that that's what it said, and it didn't say that. I liked your question though. Your third statement you made was, how can McDonald's tell you what to do? By that, I think you're saying that the United States, I've heard you say, is a corporation, which that is also inaccurate.
Yo, go ahead. Pull that up. 28 USC 3000. Go ahead. What were you about to say? Well, no, go ahead, Alan. What were you about to say? You were about to read that out?
Sure, I can read that out. So 28 USC 3002 15A.
Y'all, this is reading at its finest.
28.
Now, we'll have educated people. Remember, if y'all look up the etymology of education, it's the rearing of an animal. So you got to want to do different. You got to see, like when you look at the United States Code, it's going to be so confusing when you read it. You got to know who a payer is, who a recipient is. You got to know how to be able to look at the like they reference 930. What is it? Not Article 930, but one of their information sheets that you have to read in order for you to fill out the different form. This shit gets complicated when you're actually a trustee over people's estate. This is not nothing to play with at all. So when you're not looking up I've been studying this for 8 years. The first 4 years, I was looking up definitions, slowing myself down every time I was reading, because our vocabulary is something very important. And I could still have to do it now. I do it while we're talking. I did it with one of our conversations that you wrote in our personal group joint. I had to look up a word and send it back like, yo, you funny. You know what I'm saying? We come with different cultures to different art. We're not trying to prove who's better, whatever. But this information right here will definitely lead our people. Imagine if all of us had our nationality. Imagine if that shit was more than what you're doing, Noble Allen.
So
wouldn't you be more convinced to take a look at it? Like seriously. I mean, let's say if you got a car note or a mortgage.
How about we just look at it?
Look at what? A car note or a mortgage?
No, the 28 USC 3002.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Thank you for letting me know.
All right, so here you go. We're at the United States Code. The cardinal mistake that is made when people are claiming that the United States is a corporation, which no lawman will admit to, no judge will ever admit to that, and no politician will ever say that the United States is a corporation, because it's not. I'll show you where the misconception comes in, and it's replete. It's been happening, and I've been trying to correct it to show people, but people just are going to continue to want to believe what they want to believe. We're at 15A right here. It says the United States. What is this term right here? What does that mean? What does that say? What does that say? Will you oblige me and say and say that out loud? What does that say?
Means.
Okay. So basically they're about to define something, correct?
Yep.
Okay. That's not saying. Now, what's the difference if I put the word is there? United States is a federal corporation. What would be the difference between is and means, in your opinion?
Well, the definition is like, it's meaning that they are. Now, the definition of means gives the definition of who they are, like their consanguinity, their blood rights and law, or their dealings in law as to their geographical measures. You know what I'm talking about? The Hague Convention. You know what I'm talking about? That type, like who they are, which is DC. The little territory in DC, a corporation. That's what they are, a corporation. Now, when you come into court, hold on, brother. 1 second. One second. When you go into court, they don't rebut this neither. This is the codes, and you're trying to change what it's saying, and it's right there in front of your face. A federal corporation.
Yes,
a corporation. Huh? Go ahead. I'm listening. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
I'm going to make it real simple. No, I get it. I tell my mom that Jesus Christ, is something, a figment of her imagination. She thinks it's crazy too. But listen, United States means, okay, basically what we're looking at here is 28 USC. Do you know that a word or term in 28 USC right here that you're looking at can be an identical word over in, let's say, 42 USC, but it'll have a completely different meaning. Are you aware of that?
Oh, sure could be. Could be. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of that.
All right. So this is why
all through law, just like may in law really means must.
Well, this is where the misconception comes in, because they're not telling you the United States is a federal corporation. They're saying in 28 USC 300215A, we are going to define United States in quotations. They're even giving you quotations to let you know that this is, like, I like her or something. You know what I mean? They're letting you know that they're not telling you that the United States is a federal corporation. They're saying this term in this code means it will take on the meaning a federal corporation. Not
listen. It's just like this. If somebody say you mean something, then that's what you are or is. What are you talking about, man?
No,
what are you talking about? You don't believe me? So hold on. If you kill someone, the definition of killing someone is taking their life. Isn't that what you are, a killer? If you slaughter multiple people, then they'll consider you a serial killer. This is what the United States is registered in Australia or something crazy. And so you saying the United States is not bankrupt?
No. See, we're not on that. I want to really.
I'm just asking. I'm asking because you're saying that. What are you trying to say? The United States is not a corporation, that they're a living human being? Or are they a country? Which one are you saying? You trying to say that it's a country?
Do you want the evidence?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Tell me where the law says the United States is a country. The law.
Okay.
The law. Because before United States came here, what was its name? And when did they change the law, the name, and how did they change it? Did they buy the land? Hold on. I'm asking questions. I'm asking questions with it. Did they buy the land? Hold on.
I don't want to tell you. I want to show you.
when did you ever hear the United States corporation, them planters, them nefarious criminals that came here bought the land with what? Them niggas were criminals and broke as fuck. They got the minerals and shit from here, from your people, or unless you're one of those people who wear the hats or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? They got the shit from your ancestors. Because my folks are from Biafra. So they got that shit from your ancestors and took that shit and renamed the United States, had wars and all that shit. How are you going to sit up here and tell me that before United States came here, what was the name? It wasn't United States. They didn't own it. Did they buy it with gold and silver? What did they buy with? They wooden teeth? What did they buy with? Hope my joint ain't frozen because I'm waiting for this thing screen to change from the United States code. I mean, you know.
I could take it down. So just to
see, I have
simple,
proof. I have proof saying that the United States is a corporation. When I go to court, I use this. I have this in my document. So I'm asking the administrative clerks, not judges, because a lot of them are administrative clerks, right? Because they're executive over a corporation. Did you know that municipality has a Dun & Bradstreet number? Did you know that? Did you know that they're on a trading platform and your name is principal to their paperwork? Do you know where that accounting method comes from? It comes from the accrued accounting method. ACCUARL, something like that. Hold on one second. Hold on. There's three of them. No. I'm letting you know that it's a corporation and it's a monetary value.
That what you think you see is not actually what you're seeing, such as what I just demonstrated for you, that most people are looking at the word means and thinking that's the same thing as it.
No, we're not going to say stuff. We're trying to teach
you have
the
to
people.
You have to know that in the United States, we have the most convoluted system of English and grammar, where one word has 4 different meanings at least. Okay,
but how I teach my students and how my teachers taught me is that you have a couple of dictionaries that are from the etymology. You have law dictionary. You have the proper dictionaries. Hold on one second. Hold on, brother. Okay, great. So when you have the law dictionaries and you're speaking in law, or if you have to, if you're in our venue, then you know that you're going to have to reference to law majority of the time.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, owner said it's cool.
Hold on, y'all.
Okay. No, I
you want to turn that down?
Those lights.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
What?
Am I good?
All right.
Okay. You're staying open, right?
For now.
Okay. Just let me know.
2 in the morning.
Yeah, just let me know.
But I can't reach the lights for the volleyball shit, so I need them to turn them off.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. All right.
Man, listen, brother.
Here, let me share this with you here, because you asked me to prove something, and I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, prove it, man, because
this like is the misconception
I really don't
here. Let me
hold back.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
Sure. So this is the misconception, and I've gone at length to show this information, and so I'm going to do it again, and this should hopefully clear it up. Okay, this is what's being.
Nothing you've said has cleared up anything.
Well, I mean, I've presented facts. You have not demonstrated or shown anything yet. You just conjectured.
I haven't demonstrated and showed what? What are you talking about? Everything I've spoke on has been facts.
But see,
everything that you spoke on, I went back over what you spoke on that I said, because you was respectfully, I was about to say something else stupid.
We'll let the people.
Okay, guess. Got you. Yeah. Okay, got you.
All right. So here's the Articles of Confederation, okay? So this is where everything stemmed from, and this is why there's the misconception of what's actually going on, okay? This is between 1777 and 1781, okay? The Articles of Confederation. It says the style of this confederacy shall be the United States of America, all right? You have to understand that this is the original 13 colonies. Okay.
Contract, right? Isn't it a contract?
Well, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about the Articles of Confederation. This preceded the Constitution of
The Articles
1789.
of Confederation was still an example of a contract of their obligations or what stipulations is in the contract. This is almost like a trust. When you study trust law,
Right,
and
but
you
let
look
me
the majority of what they do. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, if you want me to prove it, I'm gonna prove it. If not,
Yeah,
I won't.
please show me where these motherfuckers
Okay.
bought this land and stamped it United
That's
States.
not what we're talking. That's not what we're talking about. What we were
That
talking about
is
was
what we said.
No, we
Go
were
ahead,
talking
go ahead,
about 28 USC
go ahead.
3002 15A, where it says that that the United States means, and that is a corporation. I'm going to show you where the actual corporation is as opposed to where the government is of the United States. They're not one and the same. There's a corporation and then there's a government. Watch right here. It says right here, look at the 13 colonies, just so everybody is familiar. New Hampshire, all right here, all the 13 colonies, the original 13 colonies, right? They came into this agreement, and they said that this agreement, known as the Articles of Confederation, it's a confederation of the 13 colonies. It's going to be named this right here. So, what is a corporation? What is the act of incorporation? Okay, when you participate, when you form a corporation, an LLC or whatever, what you are doing is it's a legal process to create a separate entity. That's what the act of incorporation is. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So now listen. So look what they did. Where's the real corporation? Here it is. The 13 colonies unionized together to act as one under one name, and the name is right in front of you. So the real corporation, by definition of what a corporation is, when the multiplicity of people, shareholders, directors come together and act as one.
Burn your ass up. Hey, y'all, peep this. Peep game. Chill real quick. Peep game. This is what our teachers taught us, right? You see that word that's right there, of? Of means separate from. Let's get that shit straight. Of is separate, is different from. Look at the definition of this is simple. This is what our teachers taught us in the beginning. United States of America. It's supposed to be United States for America. They changed it. Let's get that shit straight. And another thing, when you incorporate an incorporation, who are you asking this shit? Y'all see, this is the problem. This is the problem. Yeah, the problem is you keep asking for a handout. When you ask for benefits, of course, you naturalize you as a citizen or part of the corporation.
But you're rabbit trailing. You're rabbit trailing.
No.
Let's get back
No.
on the topic.
I'm not rabbit trailing. I'm answering. I'm doing two things at once. I'm not rabbit trailing at all. This is very important for people to understand where you're coming from. Hold on, where you're coming from, and where I'm coming from. I'm speaking on the higher status. You got to admit it. I'm on a
the United States of America.
Hear me out, brother.
Man.
Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. I'm on a diplomatic status, and you're at a citizenship status. You're at a capitulating status because. How's that? Because from the way you're talking, because you said because the allegations came from when you started talking about the police powers and their due process. If they're able to pull you over, if they have a right to pull you over, and when the police pull something over and they find out that they are not in their jurisdiction, they're supposed to get the fuck away. And if they don't, they are up for a lawsuit by no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It don't matter whether they're delegated the powers or not. Like I said in the last video, why is it that your superheroes, your public servants, never file their taxes, brother? Why don't they ever want to talk to me when I come through? Because they're fucking nefarious as fuck. But you're talking about their the country is this fucking name right here, of America, separate of America. Them 13 colonies, colonies don't run shit.
That's not what I said.
They only run shit. Yeah, they run shit because they're a corporation and they do what they do. But us personally, we have a right to be private.
So do you know what? So let me ask you a question. What are the characteristics?
I didn't fucking swim here, bro. I was born here.
What are the characteristics of a corporation? How is a corporation formed?
You know, they call the big boss, and then they ask them for an EIN number because they're domiciled to this fucking because they're a resident.
I said, what's the characteristics of a corporation? How is a corporation formed?
The characteristics of a corporation, their situs. their address, and their intent. Their address and their intent. Correct?
No. Okay, so the characteristics of a
I
corporation.
answered it simply. No, it's no matter how they, no matter.
You might have simply answered, but you might not have answered correctly.
No, brother. See, hold on. Let me help you out. See, my students.
I don't need help. I need you to answer.
Okay, well, let me clarify. I have my own electrical company. You know what I'm talking about, and it's registered. But my trust owns.
So what did you have to do?
Hold on 1 second. My students have a corporations also, but their trust owns that. So I know how to form a corporation because we have it DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Like I said, it's our intent, and then our intent goes
let me tell you how to
form
a let me show you. Let me tell you how to form a corporation.
And you have to get a fucking EIN in order for you. You have to get their permission. You have to be a citizen in order for you to be
what makes up a corporation? What makes up a corporation?
The executor, CEO, and whatever else the underlings is under it.
All right, so the office, the officer, right? The founders and officers, okay? You have the officer of the corporation. You got, employees, you got all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so basically shareholders, right? Okay. So basically that's what makes up the corporation. All of those individuals are wearing different capacities, different hats. They're acting under their authority of their capacities, right? And so they are all in it together, but they're acting under how many names? As a corporation.
You said how many names?
Yeah, how many names does a corporation have?
I'm not sure, brother. As many as they want, I suppose.
No, you would have to register the one name for your corporation. You can't have multiple.
Right. That's true. But you could have an advisor.
So you see my point, right? That the 13 colonies, just as you said, you acknowledge right now, right? The shareholders. Yeah. The owners, the directors, all the CEO, the CFO, COO, which is the United States. All of them, listen, all of them are equivalent to the 13 colonies you're seeing on your screen. They all had corporate titles. They all came together. Each of those states and union came together, and they act under one name. And that one name
was that.
It's still highlighted. It hasn't changed. The United States of America.
Hey, y'all, this is exactly what our teachers taught us about. You know what I'm talking about? So this is how you could tell a deceiver. Our teachers literally taught us the difference of United States for America and the United States of America. And this is how they talk. Yo, bro,
that could be a different discussion, but that's not the point right now.
Hold on 1 second. It is the point because we're doing semantics on our conversation. This shit is wrong on what you're saying, bro. United States of America is different.
I'm not saying it. What are you reading?
The United States of.
Listen, you might question my source.
They're a bankrupt corporation, as simple as that.
But
what else?
But wait. The point is, if you can acknowledge that a corporation has multiple members, officers, and whatever, and that they all act as one name. Can you acknowledge that as a corporation?
Yes, that's why you get them into federal court and sue they bitch asses. Under the U.N.O. And then also, hold on. And then also, you spoke that you said we can't sue the United States. It specifically says in every jurisdiction that you.
I never said you can't sue the United States. I didn't say that. I said,
I'm going to replay this video. And I'm going to show you when I was quiet and you said that you cannot even sue the United States or the police officers if they're doing whatever they were doing. You were talking about procedures. So it just rang a bell in my head. Okay, so you're correcting yourself now. Okay.
No, I'm not going to correct. I'm going to tell you what I said. I said that you can't sue the state. I said the state has sovereign immunity. I didn't say the United States.
Let's correct that. Here we go. That's why I wrote down Chisholm. Yo, chill out 1 second.
Why are you trying to jump on so many different
30 minutes ago, hold on, brother. 30 minutes ago, not 30 minutes ago, your 30 minutes, I had to shut the fuck up and stay calm. Here is not the time. We're going to cut and rebut all that shit when it comes through. Chisholm,
why can't we prove what you
where the fuck is Chisholm? I'm about to. Chisholm, I'm about
You
to
said
find
prove it, and
Chisholm.
I'm trying to
I'm
prove
about
it
to
to
find. I'm about to find Chisholm. Why don't you go ahead and type in Chisholm for me? 1 second. Chisholm
No, why
versus
can't-
this is. Hold on 1 second, brother. Chisholm. Let me find Chisholm. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, bro. Chisholm versus where the fuck is it? Chisholm
wait.
versus. I wrote it
This
down.
This is very interesting. That
Chisholm versus Georgia.
I'm
It says
citing
the
a
people.
case right here from the Constitutional Center that is talking about the original Articles of Confederation. And there are people in the comment section, as well as yourself, saying that this is not true.
Because what you're trying to promulgate is not what it's reading. You're trying to you're literally trying to
see the
deceive
13
people.
colonies right here? Do you see the 13 colonies right here?
Yo, the 13 colonies is in the where's that in the Bill of Rights? It got all that information in the law and all etched in all their history talking about the 13 colonies, bro.
I want you to prove me wrong right here. Watch
this. If they expanded,
no, let me say it. Don't be scared. Let me say it. Look,
I'm 13 not scared at all.
Okay, well, let me say it. Look, there's 13 colonies right in front of your face, right?
And that's time, fellas. That's 30 minutes y'all had of the battle. All right, where we at, folks? Y'all want to go? Y'all want to let them go another 10? How y'all feel? Another 10, another 15? I'll let y'all go ahead and vote. Another 10, 15, or can we call it? Where we at? We'll let the people vote. Let the people vote. How much more time? We need any more time? We're gonna call it a regulation. Where we at? Somebody said 11-11.
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes, man.
All the time it be like that.
Yeah. Somebody said Hugo 3-0. Damn. He said he took all 3 of them rounds. Aaron says 11-11. Yeah, that's how it worked out. He buried himself without a debate. Who you talking about? Heather says another 10. Okay. Jared says another 15. Let me cook 20 to 30 minutes. If you want to get on here, you can do so separately. You call out whoever. Yeah, that's cool. If they want to debate, they'll do that. Another 30. We're not going to do another 30 because I got a shit to do, like sleep. So we're not going to do another 30, though. He said, let them go. All right, we got 2 votes for 10 so far. So it's looking like another 10 minutes is going to be the one to drive. Somebody said C is a sheep. C. Allen's a sheep. Let them cook. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and do another 10, man. So we're going to do another 10. And somebody said Knowledgewellmedia won 180-0 in Knowledgewellmedia's favor. So Mac Bone says Knowledge ate him. All right, so look, I'm going to go ahead and let him cook for another 10 minutes, man. I'm going to go ahead and let him cook for another 10 minutes. I'm going to back my ass out and let him rock.
I guess, okay. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, very good. I guess I think the most important thing is for the people to walk away with something. We can argue all night because that's basically what we're doing. We're arguing. Nothing's being proven or being acknowledged. Really.
You said nothing's being proven. I gave you case law. I spoke on everything that you asked me earlier, and I gave you case law.
I have not seen a single case law.
Okay, all right, we'll go back then. All right, so I told you the police. I said Brady. Brady versus Maryland. Sure.
Right. But okay, so let me ask you a question. Are you interested in me in holding me to what I said I can prove to you as far as the difference between the United States government and the United States of America as a corporation? If you're interested in me proving that, I will do that hands down right now.
You had a chance to prove it. Sure, you have time now to prove it. I thought we read something, and I thought that reading was going to delineate what you were talking about, like how my delineation said that they're a corporation. You're trying to tell us now that what they're saying is not what they're saying. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
I'm actually going. I'm still right here at the National Constitutional Center, right, and I'm looking at the 13 colonies, and we know by the history books. I mean, it's uncontroverted that all 13 colonies unionized. We're still in the Union today. Now it's 50 states in the Union, right? It was 13 at that time. What do you call it when 13 colonies unionized, come together under one name? What do you call that?
A union.
Right. You call it a union, but AKA a corporation, right? That's an incorporation. Okay. So this is what I'm showing. This is actually Article 1 of the Articles of Confederation. This went on from 1777 all the way to 1788. The United States Constitution started in 1789. So what I'm showing you right here is, by definition, a corporation. That's what I'm showing you. And what is now? We just need to know what the name of the corporation is. And it says, the style of the Confederacy shall be. The style means this is the title. That's what style is. The title of this incorporation shall be the United States of America. That's what it's saying. Okay. Now, what came after this in 1789? The government, because the corporation now needs a government to rule over it. It's like McDonald's has a whole lot of different franchises, but they have a headquarter office somewhere, right? You follow? You with me? Okay. You form a corporation and you can have different satellite offices all around the union, but you have one headquarter which acts as the government of all of those businesses. That's why it's only 10 miles square in DC. That's the seat of the government of the United States. That's the headquarter office, as it were, the executive headquarter.
All right. So listen, no disrespect, bro. Everything that you just said did not change or did not answer the fact of what I said. The United States, the corporation. You just agree with me and said that it is a corporation, and they're unified, and they started from 13. You said it's now 50, and you said that they unionized, and their name is the United States of America.
Right.
Yes,
not
that's
the
their
United
name.
States. Not the United States.
United States, or the United States. They have U.S., USA, whichever way they want to put it.
No,
and
they're all
should
different.
know better.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
different.
bro. Sorry, bro.
There's the.
Wrong.
Let me show you.
Let me
There's
explain
the United
something to you.
States of America.
Let me explain something to you.
Listen,
United States is bankrupt, but it's registered in Puerto Rico. Fuck is you talking about, bro? There's people that has proven that where they're registered at. That's why Puerto Rico is where the IRS is at. What are you talking about, bro? And the IRS is their secretary.
What do you mean? What am I talking about? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm unlike
you're basically
right here.
You're really saying nothing, man.
How?
It's kind of this is why I don't want to debate, because while we're sitting here, hold on. Listen, while we're sitting here talking, people are losing shit like their houses, their cars. Hold on.
Don't drag emotional into this right now, bro.
Hold on, bro.
You were hot. You were hot a minute ago.
Hold on one second, bro. I'm not in that situation, so I don't have any engrams over it. The only engrams I got is the people that surround me. So hold on. I gave you a little bit of time while I ate watermelon real quick for you to ramble about the same shit and go on in circles and chase your tail. That's all you do. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You chased your tail because you still said what I was saying.
So you tacitly agree by your
No, bro, hold on. Stop.
Is that what's going on?
Chill, bro. Chill 1 second. Give
Agree.
me a second to speak. Clear the air real quick so I could clarify what you're speaking on. You said the United States is a corporation, and that's what I said.
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
I said the United States of America is the corporation. That's what I said. And that's not only what I said.
All right, y'all. So listen, right?
That's what
so listen, bro. If you think that you could come into the courtroom and explain your status and stand up, and the reason why I brought up about people's houses and people's cars, their mortgages, a contract, because we're sitting up here debating about laws that is fact. These are the laws that we're supposed to be using to build up our estate as a castle, like a brick wall, not a fucking fence or a wooden fence. We're talking about them king walls back in the day where they threw many a cannonballs at your ass and you couldn't even get through. You know what I'm talking about? We're trying to build our estate. So when you're sitting up here confusing people with your fucking rhetoric, it sets them back because let me speak, bro.
Who's rhetoric? Who's rhetoric?
Stop. Okay.
Who's rhetoric? I just took you to a source.
I'm sorry I didn't put it another way. Let me finish.
No, it's okay.
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish.
It ain't rhetoric.
Let me clarify.
I took you to a source.
I have clarified. That's why I'm standing here talking to you. I clarified child support. I clarify every time the motherfucking highwaymen pull me over. I beat all my cases with all this shit. The judges, everybody. You know what the judge told me? All due respect, you know exactly what you're doing and what you're talking about. When the prosecuting attorney spoke, he said, hey, listen, it's not what you say, it's what he says. This is when I had my daughter's case. Everything else I have recordings for. The judge shut the fucking prosecuting attorney up. But yes, I do have court cases that I have recordings, audio, and video. I'm not going to put that, I don't do that dumb shit. I'll send it to you personally. I'll let you come.
There's ways that you can redact information.
Well, we have to talk about that later. Then I'll send it to you and A6 if we could do it properly, because I don't do that dumbass shit these other YouTubers do. But I have video of my court cases where they drop shit and get the fuck out the way. Now, when I was in my daughter's case, when they was talking about driving, man, I laid their ass out. I came in the courtroom as trustee. So they're trying to figure out how I'm coming in the courtroom. I let him know as trustee. The judge said respectfully, with all due respect, although he can't recognize me as practicing law as a lawyer, I know exactly what I'm talking about. After he finished giving me my pop, giving me respect, he turned to the prosecuting attorney and said, do you have any objection? The prosecuting attorney said, well, as long as he has a lawyer. Yo, the judge got mad and said, what did you say? It's not up to you. It's what he says. This is what the judge said. And I came in that bitch humble. And not humble, but I came in that bitch respectful, but with some deadly ass information. The same information that you're rebutting. The same information that you're rebutting. And let me say this though. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Well, hear me out. This is going.
But this is important though. Man, so fuck that shit. Yo, listen. Go ahead, capitulate.
It ain't gonna change.
No. I'm not getting aggressive. This is just real shit. Like your people like you's time is up. Real men are standing up, bro, at all times. So we taking over this shit. We came off the block, bro. We came off the block. So imagine you or anybody else trying to rough us. We knocking your ass out. We not playing no games with nobody. Come on, bro. Seriously.
United States means
niggas capitulate. We don't bend over.
Is.
You know what I'm talking about?
Furthermore, if you see right here,
with somebody freedom.
It says,
and you over here trying to capitulate and get niggas to have. That's why I asked you, do you have a fucking driver's license? Because I know you capitulate by the shit you were saying. I know you're a capitulator.
No, you don't. You really don't know.
Man, fuck that shit. I know you are, because you're giving police powers. You're giving police powers that they're not supposed to have.
No, I'm not giving them power. I know how to operate. I know how to operate, and I know how to administer.
You know how to capitulate, not operate.
But you're making a claim now.
You know how to capitulate, bro.
Okay, but you super over emotional for no reason, right?
No, I'm not emotional. I'm keeping 100% because I'm tired of niggas like you, bro. I'm tired of niggas like you that's not emotional. How's that?
No.
We got children. I got a 5-year-old son. You think I'm going to leave him to y'all motherfuckers here on Earth? My son gonna raise fucking hell, nigga. Fuck you talking about,
bro? And there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people that do, and they end up locked up. They end up ruining their lives because
you're an educator at best. You a fucking educator. Erudition, Trump shit all day.
Do you want to help the people right now, or you want to?
Yo, if do you want to help the people right now? If the people want some help, I do a different shit where y'all could help. I can help y'all with your fucking paperwork and get that shit done. Fuck is you talking about and see real results. All those who kowtow to what the fuck he talking about, I
You
can
could
help
have.
you with your fucking status.
You
I
could
can
have
come into court
challenged.
for you.
Listen.
The fuck is you talking about?
Listen.
Fuck yeah, I challenge
Listen.
all that shit. Every time
Listen.
one of your servants, every time one of your heroes pull me
You could
over,
have.
I'ma dig in their pockets.
Listen.
They fucking gene pool gonna feel it. They sperm count gonna go low fucking with me, bruh. I ordered their bitch ass. Look at Title 26. That's an audit right there. Like I said, look at that.
And that
Look
is
at
time, folks.
Fuck you
That is
talking
time,
about?
man.
Nah.
It was getting hot. That is time, man. We done for the day. This is an excellent conversation between Knowledgewell and let me move that out of the way. Oops.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. This is an excellent conversation between Knowledgewell and Hugo. They went hard, man. This was dope. The information that was exchanged was solid, man. You guys can basically draw your own decisions. I saw a lot of mixed reviews in the comments. Some people say they prefer Courtney's very tactical, laid back, style of approach. Some people like the bull. Some people like the stampede and knocking everybody out of the goddamn way. Either or, I will say I learned a lot from both of these individuals this day. You know what I'm saying? Or both of these people this day. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. The debate is done. You guys can decide who took it. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and at this point pass the floor over to Courtney so we can. This is the end, the wrapping up of the situation and letting the people know what's up. And then I'll go ahead and do the same for Hugo, and then I'll go last. So go ahead, Courtney.
All right. So I appreciate again the time, and I like making friends. I like making friends because I believe now in this paradigm shift that we're going through, or going to, or going into, we're going to need each other more than ever. Okay, the powers that were, the powers that be, they really love it when we're just divided against each other. There's dissension. I often tell the story, or I'll be real quick about it. I used to do services in the prison ministries and things like that. Back in my Christianity days. And one of the things that the prison training guard, whatever you want to call it, that trained us safety measures and all that kind of stuff, said, because one of the people that was with me asked a question. They said, how come there's so many prisoners, but only few guards? Aren't you guys afraid that the prisoners are going to take you over? And they said, it was said that no. We're never afraid of that. They said, because what we know is that the prisoners act like crabs in a bucket. They can never work together. So therefore, we never have to fear that they will come together collectively to take over the prison. That was powerful. Okay. So my point is I would rather work together, put our heads together. It's not about being right. It's about doing right so that we can get the results that we want. That's my modus operandi. Okay. With that being said, I enjoy a great debate. I enjoy passion. I enjoy the brothers' passion. I have great passion. Some people have seen me. I get very animate. With that being said, again, I appreciate this opportunity. I will wrap up by saying my point about the United States is that it's not that I'm so pro-police, pro-government, pro-system. I'm not, okay? But what I have found through education, through knowledge, right knowledge, and going into it objectively is that if you learn how to administer and work within the system the correct way, such as Donald Trump, the Clintons, the Rockefellers. You never heard Rockefeller talking about, well, I'm going to figure out how to be sovereign and I'm going to claim that the state doesn't have jurisdiction over me. Why don't you ever hear Donald Trump or anybody? They don't, but they win. Some of us would like to be in their position, right? That's my point. It's not about fighting the system. It's about learning how to be the best player in the game. And we have uncovered those remedies. We have uncovered those remedies, and I'm willing to share all that with you. And I hopefully A6 will maybe put up some information on how you can contact me. Thank you. I think you're muted, A6. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, yes, indeed. Anybody who's not in the Telegram group, please go ahead and hit my email, which is right at the bottom. See that scroll thing down there? The emails and hit me up. Knowledge Well is in there. You guys can reach out to them. A lot of people hit me up asking me for help with their court cases. I do not specialize in a lot of court cases, but if you have like more serious things, you can go reach out to Knowledgewellmedia. I'm sure when Hugo takes the floor, he'll have something to say about that as well. Hugo, it's on you.
Who doesn't like fiat? At the same time, I didn't come on here to garner more people. I move as a trustee. So as a trustee, I have a lot of responsibilities to my cases. And my talk is cheap because I move in action. So I'm always interested as a man to move in action. So I'm not saying fuck the government. All I'm saying is this, because when I come into those courtrooms, I'm not yelling and mad. I'm respectful because they're always respectful to me. And you'll see that, those who see, know how I operate in court. And so I get things done all the time and not a problem at all. They honor what I'm doing. They respect it. And so it's a difference when somebody is telling me something else that I know lawful and legally, I trash. You know what I'm saying? All the public servants. So this ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about my situation. It's like almost like I'm trying to convince people. I ain't convincing y'all for shit. Fuck you talking about? I live this shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether y'all live it or not, I live this shit. This shit is status. Don't get it twisted. This is all about status. And if you don't get yourself as a man, your status straight, then you'll be playing the game. You know what I'm talking about? So what I teach my students and those trusts that I have, like I told you last time, I got businesses, more than a couple of businesses and personal estates. You know what I'm talking about? With quite a few people. I'm trustee over that shit and they trust me with their property. You know what I'm talking about? And I go to court, handle their legal shit and all that shit as trustee, lawfully. Check out the trust laws on, what the trust laws are. When you do that in trust, you move totally different. You don't have to worry about what Sir Allen or Noble Allen is saying. Try it. All that shit that he's trying to talk, whatever, all that shit evaporates like that. When you get in them courtrooms, they can't even talk to you. Fuck around with that trust in the right way. You know what I'm talking about? That trust to purify you. You know what I'm talking about? But you got to be in a clean hands method. Fuck all that other shit anybody else talking about. You first do that trust. You don't do nothing else but that nationalization of of your declaration of nationalization of your appellation, your name to an appellation. Then you put your shit in a foreign trust, and you organize that bitch properly. Who's the trustee? Who's the beneficiary? And get your obligations properly set, because them obligations, Article 1, Section 10 protects. So anything else after that, they can't say nothing. Nothing. Article 1, Section 10 protects it. Check it out. I got case law on it, my own personal case law for arm charge that I'm trustee over. And the arm isn't in my name. It's in the trust name because it's in the trust property and no one can aggregate or impair the fucking obligations of a trustee. So you're superior to all that shit that they're talking with playing in the game. Fuck that shit. I'm a man. Stand on my shit. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck. I say my teachers are fortunate. I'm fortunate for my teachers to listen to. So y'all fortunate to get the same shit that I'm teaching, because that's what my teachers taught me. And I live by it every day. Yeah, I had the rough start in the beginning 8 years ago, but now everything's smooth as a motherfucker. They don't even want to see me or play with me. That's true definition. By proof. I live it. I'm living it every day.
All right, my man just dropped some good heat for you guys. So if you want to reach out to him, you can do so. Join the Foreign National News Network group. It is private. You won't be able to find it by search. You have to hit my email, and I can send you the link. Great information there, man. You know, my man moves through trust, and you know, he seems to know his stuff pretty much. And you already know who I am. I'm A6, the Foreign National Boy National. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great show. We'll be live and direct, live in effect on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As of right now, man, I'm ready to be out of here. Great debate. Y'all take it easy and y'all decide who took the dub. Peace.
All right, thanks.